Welcome to the third episode of the series of tutorials where I go through fishing knots and fishing rigs that allow you to become a better fisherman. This week we're going through the surgeon's loop, and this is overall a great knot to have in your arsenal, so be sure to watch to the end where I show you the best uses for this knot and when to put it into practice. With that being said, this is a fishing tutorial video, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. So everybody, I'm going to be showing you how to do the surgeon's loop, and this is great to put on a hook onto the loop section, and this allows the hook to move more freely in the water. So if you're throwing out some live bait or even cut bait right out into the water, then this is perfect to let it move a little bit more freely, and when the fish bites, it has a little less tension on the hook. The second way you can use this is to actually connect two pieces of line together through a loop-to-loop connection, and I'll show you both of these. But to start off, I'm going to show you this knot, and it's a super simple knot, and it's a good knot to have in your arsenal. We're going to take this line and we're going to bend the line just like this, and then we're going to make a circle. Take this bend that we made and go through the circle. We're going to go through it again, so 2 times, and that's all you have to do. You're going to pull tight at that point, and this is the surgeon's loop. So I'm going to untie this real quick. So, like I said, I'm going to show you with the hook how to get it onto the surgeon's loop so you can have a little bit more action and freedom in the hook when it's in the water. So, we're going to take the hook here and make that bend just like before. We're going to cross up like this with the hook above here. Feed the whole hook through the rope once, twice. So just like before, we were feeding the bend through the middle of this circle twice, but instead of just the bend, we're putting the whole hook through it so that when we pull tight, this is what we have. We have a hook in the surgeon's loop, and you can see this moves pretty freely, and when a fish bites onto this, there's not going to be so much tension with the line. So now I'm going to get this untied real quick. Now I'm going to make 2 surgeon loops appear out of thin air. So now that I have 2 surgeon loops, I'm going to show you how to take these 2 loops and make 1 line out of them. Now one of these is going to be connected to your rod, and we'll say it's going to be this green line right here. This is what's going to be connected to your reel through your rod, and you're going to take the loose line, so the one that has an end that is loose. So we've got this loose end, and first what we're going to do is we're going to take the line that is connected to your rod, and in this case it's this green line, and we're going to feed it through the loop in the orange line just like this. Now we're going to follow this line, the loose one, to the end, and we're going to take the loose end of the line and feed it through the green loop, or the loop that is connected to your rod at this point. And we're just going to pull that through. And all you have to do is pull them tight like that. And that's how you want it to look. Just like that. So these 2 lines are now connected through the surgeon's loop. Now, I love the surgeon's loop because it is so easy to tie. Almost anybody can learn how to tie these. But as always, I don't want to just show you on rope or paracord. I want to show you on real, no pun intended, fishing line. And you can actually connect 2 fishing lines together that are different styles of fishing lines. So in my case, I'm going to use mono and braided line to show you that those 2 can be connected. And I'm going to make that appear right now. And there we go. We have some braided line and we have some mono line. I'm going to start with the braided line here. As before, we're going to make a bend with the braided line. We're going to take that bend, cross over, make that circle here, and we've got the bend here. Take the bend, go through the circle again, pull it tight. Now I'm going to do it with the mono line, and you can use this with pretty much any line you have. So I'm going to make that bend, make a circle, take the bend through the circle twice, pull it tight, And there you go. And there we have it. We have a braided surgeon's loop and a mono surgeon's loop. Now this is a perfect example because say that I have some braided line going to my reel and then I want to have a mono leader. Now this is going to be perfect to add the leader to the braided line, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Like I showed before with the paracord, what we're going to do is we're going to take the line that's leading to your fishing reel. So in this case it's going to be the braided line. And we're going to go through the leader material, which is the mono line. We're going to take the braided line, go through the surgeon's loop for the mono line. And then we're going to take the leader line, again the mono, take the end of it, and feed it through the loop of the braided line, which is what's connected to the reel in this case. And then we're just going to slowly pull this together, making sure that it all goes in flush, because sometimes what can happen is the line can flip over and not tighten correctly. So there we have it. We've got a leader attached to the braided line, which leads to the reel. Guys, thank you so much for watching to the end of this tutorial. If you liked this video, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button down below. This really helps promote my channel and ensures that I'm able to keep doing fishing tutorials like that. But with that being said, fish on, have a great week.